easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure. I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off play action. Wells. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Going underneath for Gordon. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. They get it to him running left, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriots!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Wells. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Wells finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
you now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back to throw. Wells trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Michelle. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll drop the throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, And somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. So out come the Chargers. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Gone!
Off the play fake. Wells fighting his way through contact. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Leopard! Leopard!
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Off play action. Wells. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wells. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin with Michelle on the ground, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And Forbath will put this one through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And a nice spin into some open field. 38 yards on the scamper there.
trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a pitch out to Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a great return up past the 40. But this one may not stand. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Wells. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. He's got him in. Complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st and 10, Wells. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
On the toss, here's Michel. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Patriot! Now let's go! Green, 39!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
This is Michelle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Michelle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Michelle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, L.A. Brashad Perriman, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They're going to give it to Gordon, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now a toss, left side, Michelle. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. following the penalty. Michel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Michel, they toss it out right to him. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Michel. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs, and there's part of that that feels